Adam's song comes from a personal recollection, and I hope it'll touch somebody here today. This is brand new. We'll have it in the CD later this year. This is called Granddad the Preacher. He stood at the altar with his Bible in hand, never one time complaining he was God's chosen man, and picked by the master to watch over the sheep in a second-hand suit from the Bible he prayed. Dust on his collar and under his nails, he worked out a living mighty cold in the hills. He never had much, but the Lord would provide. He was richer by far on the day that he died. Every Sunday my mind wanders back to the hills, to a preacher I see standing there. In my mind I can still hear my granddaddy preach, and we'll meet one day soon over there. Give what he had with the thoughts of himself, putting his own needs way back on the shelf, building his riches in the kingdom above, praying each day and walking in love. Every Sunday my mind wanders back to the hills, to the preacher I see standing there. In my mind I can still hear my granddaddy preach, and we'll meet one day soon over there. I thank God each day for the life Granddad lived. His heart for God's children and wisdom to give. The wife that he said was a gift from above. Every step of his journey he walked in God's love. Every Sunday my mind wanders back to the hills, to a preacher I see standing there. In my mind I can still hear my granddaddy preach, and we'll meet one day soon over there. And we'll meet one day soon over there. Thank you for your kind attention. For our gospel songs, could we sing an a cappella quartet number?
Yeah.
Love old-time a cappella harmony. I'm blessed to be joined to a missionary Baptist church up in Springfield, Ohio. We use the old shape note hymn books, not all a cappella, but sometimes. And we were fortunate to work yesterday with the guy that started it all. We were with Dr. Ralph Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys up at Ralph's home in Virginia yesterday. Ralph was the first to bring a cappella music to bluegrass audiences back in about 1970. Ralph and the Clinch Mountain Boys, the first to include a cappella gospel in their recordings for good old Rebel Records. How you doing, Bill? That you? Thought that was. We'll do that. We'll tear into that here in a minute. We're talking about our gospel songs, and he wants to hear a moonshine tune. I told you we'll get it all in there. No doubt about it. Let's thank the good Lord first, then we'll go to steel. How's that? Evan will join us. The quartet is led by Mike Terry, along with Evan McGregor and me and Adam McIntosh. We'll sing one of those old-fashioned hymns that's in our current CD. Here's Rock of Ages, Keep My Soul. Let me hide myself in thee. When waves of doubt around me roll. Rock of ages, keep my soul. Oh, keep my soul. Oh, blessed Jesus, blessed rock. To thee I cling. Let the mad waves roll. My soul can sing when storms of doubt against me roll. Rock of ages, keep my soul. Oh, keep my soul. The sea is rough, that I must sail. And you know, my bark is frail. I ask thee, Lord, to take control. Rock of ages, keep my soul. Oh, keep my soul. Oh, blessed Jesus, blessed rock. To thee I cling. Let the mad waves roll. My soul can sing when storms of doubt against me roll. Rock of ages, keep my soul. Oh, keep my soul. Lord, fill my heart with love divine. Help me trust in storm or shine. Then when I reach that Jordan cold, rock of ages, keep my soul. Oh, keep my soul. Oh, blessed Jesus, blessed rock. To thee I cling. Let the mad waves roll. My soul can sing when storms of doubt against me roll. Rock of ages, keep my soul. Thank you very kindly. We have included a cappella music in all of our current CDs. Our Hymns from the Hills CD has a couple of them. There's Rock of Ages, Keep My Soul. Another Adam McIntosh original right here. I say another. I don't know if we sang one yet, but his songwriting's really come front and center. And it's still gospel time just for a minute here, Bill. This is called He Loves Me. I knelt down at the altar with a burden on my heart. gospel people that sang it, old and new. That's what's found in Hymns from the Hills by the radio Ramblers. We're going to do a brand new one for you. Do this for Jim Joyce. He's seen our show probably 10 times this winter. We spent a couple of weekends together down in Florida. Glad to be back close to the house with him. And this one you ain't heard. He saw our show a lot lately. We got a couple of new ones we're going to render for you today. You can't beat a good coal mining tune. This is about the West Virginia coal miners. Mike's going to sing for us. It's called The Bottom of a Mountain.
Some men give their wives gold, but all I give to my sweet woman is a few dollars rent, digging in a dirty black hole, way down in the bottom of the mountain, way down in the bottom of the hole, way down in the bottom of the mountain. I'm digging and sweating, loading out dirty black coal. I draw a strip for most of my money, and I never see a lot of that. I work all week and go to church Sunday, and I pay the preacher when they pass the hat. Way down in the bottom of the mountain, way down in the bottom of the hole, way down in the bottom of the mountain. I'm digging and sweating, loading out dirty black coal. Way down. I'm digging and sweating, loading out dirty black coal.
There you go, pal. We got another new one we'll do here in a second. We're going to get back to our request list, though. I believe this will be on our new CD available later this year from Rebel Records. Little Bluegrass history. The Osborne family left Hyden, Kentucky in the early 1940s. Like hundreds of families, thousands, tens of thousands of families, I should say, from Kentucky and Tennessee and West Virginia. A lot of folks at World War II and beyond came north to the Ohio region to get good jobs. And Bobby and Sonny Osborne's mom and dad headed to Dayton, Ohio when Bobby and Sonny were boys. And they started their career just a few miles from where we all live right now. We all live within 30 or 40 miles of Dayton, Ohio. And the Osborne brothers started their great harmony style right there in the honky-tonks of good old Dayton. Industrial Strength Bluegrass was born when they were just boys right there. Bobby sang Ruby on the radio the very first time at the station in Middletown, where my dad wound up working a few years later and where I started working about 30 years ago. And we're going to pay tribute to the Osborne brothers right now. Love them. Their contributions will never be equal. They They did things the Osborne way, and they had so many hits that we put a few of them together, and we hope you're going to recognize a couple of these. For me and you, if you're an Osborne Brothers fan, we'll start with this right here. Windy City, you're holding my baby with your bright lights and your avenue so wide. Windy City. fan favorite. Traditional bluegrass crowds have embraced that song since 1960. May of 60 is when Ralph and Carter Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys recorded Rank Strangers to Me. And I was a kid growing up, just assuming Carter Stanley wrote it, but he didn't. Y'all that have a collection of old hymn books can go back and look, and it was Albert E. Brumley. Albert E. Brumley, the same guy that wrote I'll Fly Away, Jesus Hold My Hand, I'm going to Meet You in the Morning, I'd rather be an old-time Christian. 1941, Stamps Baxter was the first publication of Rank Strangers to Me. And thank goodness Carter Stanley arranged it for the Stanley Brothers. And it's been a bluegrass favorite ever since. We found the original lyrics from the old hymnal, and they had that second verse in. So if you're a traditionalist, there's your song. Some hot mandolin playing. Mike's got a Weber mandolin and a firm grip on it. And you can learn more about Weber mandolins at JanetDavisAcousticMusic.com. The supply sponsor for the Radio Ramblers, JanetDavisAcousticMusic.com. It's easy to remember, BluegrassCenter.com, BluegrassCenter.com for all your supplies and needs from Martin and Gibson and Weber and all the other great instrument brand names to learners, accessories, CDs, videos, all right there. BluegrassCenter.com for Janet Davis Acoustic Music. All right, Mike, rare back and bear down. This is called Cruisin' Timber.